Today, we are going to be finding out the limits to human survival. Now, I'm not going to be jumping out of a plane or jumping off of a cliff to see how far I can survive from. Instead, I'm going to react to a video made by scientists to test the limits of human survival. Make sure to like the video. Let's get right into this. How cold can we go? That's interesting.
This is all down to our core temperature.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the human race isn't built for the cold.
I am. I live in the UK. I'm definitely built for the cold.
Our bodies are designed to displace heat rather than retain it.
Okay.
So take away our cozy fires and thermal underwear, and what
thermal underwear
can we handle at the lower end of the gauge.
I've never had thermal underwear in my life.
Is about protecting your core temperature.
Okay, core temperature.
Sits at around
37. Yeah, I know this. Science. GCSE science.
And loses heat faster than it can make it, then your core temperature can start to reduce.
Okay.
If it drops as little as 2 degrees Celsius, then hypothermia will set in.
What?
This sequence of events usually follows. At 35 degrees Celsius, you will experience shivering and
what?
skin as your blood is diverted from your extremities.
35 degrees Celsius I could die from.
You'll fall unconscious.
What?
At 25 degrees Celsius, you'll go into cardiac arrest.
Wait. 25 degrees Celsius, I'll go into cardiac arrest. But if that was in, like, Spain, I'd consider it nice weather. Why is there a difference between inside my body and outside? That's so weird.
By 24 degrees Celsius, you're most likely to be dead.
What?
As with many of the body's limitations, however, there are exceptions to the rule, with some survivors going far beyond the norm.
Okay. That's so weird. 24 degrees Celsius.
While skiing, Anna Bagenholm fell through a sheet of ice.
Oh, Anna, you've had a stinker, babe.
By a mountain stream.
Ah!
She became trapped under 8 inches
No.
of ice for 80 minutes,
80?
causing her core temperature to plummet all the way down to 13.7 degrees Celsius. Inevitably,
And she's not dead?
Bagenholm experienced cardiac arrest, but she didn't die.
What?
Before the freezing temperature stopped her heart, the constant flow of ice water had already chilled the vital organs and specifically
Oh my God.
her brain to such an extent that the oxygen demand was significantly reduced.
Oh my God, that is
meaning
crazy.
you needed very little O2 to survive.
Wait. How was she breathing? She was under, I swear oh no, it's under ice, but still. Imagine, oh my God, that'd be terrifying. Imagine going for a skiing trip, yeah? You're going, just having a nice ski time, you look to your left, over the ice lake, and there's a woman's face, just like this. Nope. Forget digging her out, I'm running.
To survive. Although Bagenholm was clinically dead for more than 2 hours, the low temperature preserved her brain and vital organs before her heart stopped beating, and so delayed her cells from dying. And incredibly, this allowed medical staff to revive her. Not only did Bagenholm go on to recover, but the results of her survival story went on to change medical practices and introduce the use of therapeutic hypothermia, where the body is cooled down to a mild hypothermia as a technique to protect patients during
That's so crazy to me.
as well as victims of
So if it wasn't
strokes,
for this girl,
failure,
open heart surgery would be completely different.
13.7 degrees Celsius remains the coldest anyone has ever been.
What?
Survived.
What?
Not quite to that extent. But the reduced temperature.
13.7 degrees though, if you deep it, like, it's probably around that where you are right now. Like, the outside is probably around 13, 14 degrees. So imagine that, like, inside your body. I guess it would feel quite cold. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, right, cool.
We need for our next question.
How long can we hold our breath?
How long can we hold our breath?
Most people find
Okay,
it tough
I
to
could do
hold
like
their breath
2
for more
minutes.
than a minute.
I could do
But
2.
as a rule of
I could do
thumb,
2.
The limit
No, I'll
for
try.
the
No, I'm
majority
gonna
of
try.
us will be around 3 minutes.
Yeah, I could do
Much
like 2.
more than this, and you're dicing with danger.
If you do it underwater though, little tip, if you ever want a holding breath competition, do it under the water so you have to sort of force yourself to have your breath still held. Does that make sense? That's how I did like 2-3 minutes. Just a little fun fact.
Yeah. However, there is a specific technique that trained freedivers employ called static apnea.
Okay, I thought it was that. Okay, never mind.
Face down in
I thought it was that breathing technique that the Iceman uses. If you know who the Iceman is, he's him. He's that guy.
moving. This method was employed by the current world record holder, Stephen Misford, achieving an impressive 11 minutes and 35 seconds. But this has since been...
Sorry, who wakes up one day and goes, yeah, I'm going to break the record of holding my breath, and they do 11 minutes? 11 minutes? 11? Some people barely could even do 35 seconds, let alone 11 minutes, 35 seconds.
By a confirmed but unofficial record of 11 minutes and 54 seconds by
How
Branko
boring.
Petrovic. So,
How
what's
boring.
the science behind this technique?
11 minutes
Terms from
54, that's a
mammalian
FIFA
diving
game.
Reflex. When you submerge your face in cold water, outer blood vessels constrict. Blood is directed away from your extremities and toward your heart and brain.
That's
This
too many
reduces
big
your
words for
heart
me, but
rate
okay.
And the rate at which oxygen is pumped around your body. In addition
Ay,
to
ay,
this,
ay.
trained breath holders, as they are called, hyperventilate.
Yeah, that's so weird.
This is because
Who wants to be a professional breath holder when they grow up? I mean, eventually everyone's going to hold their breath when we die, so you're not special. You're not special. Get a real job.
breathing purges your body of CO2 and delays your reflexive response to take a big gulp of air.
So is Petrovic's 11 minutes 54 seconds the limit of what the human body can be pushed to?
I could probably do
Physiologist
12.
Johan Anderson thinks not.
Oh, see? He heard about me.
Expect the limit to be extended to about 15 minutes before record setting will level off.
Interestingly, you can nearly double your time by taking a breath of pure oxygen before. A record
Ah,
held
I've
by
heard about
Alex
this, to be
Segura
fair.
when he hit 24 minutes.
That is stupid, man. This guy sat under the ocean for 24 minutes. Again, that's 2 FIFA games. How bored can you be? Like, yeah, you've got pure oxygen you're breathing. Who cares? Who cares?
Back to temperatures.
How much heat
Can we handle?
In
Okay.
comparison to the cold, humans, having evolved in them, are pretty well adapted to surviving
Agreed.
hot climates, with insane feats like the Bad
Goggins!
Ultramarathon taking place
Goggins!
every
My
year.
boy!
This 135-mile, 217-kilometre race takes place in California's
Yeah,
Death
Goggins.
Valley in
Yeah.
temperatures of 53
Who's gonna
degrees
carry the boats?
Celsius,
53 degrees.
127.4 Fahrenheit. That's only just shy of the hottest temperature
Oh
ever
my
recorded on
God.
Earth in the same place. The amount of external heat you can endure very much depends on your individual physiology, exertion, and hydration
Okay,
among
okay.
other factors. But ultimately, the general consensus is that a very humid 60 degrees Celsius, 140
Oh,
degrees Fahrenheit.
That's
is the
actually
limit
mental.
of
I remember I
body.
came back from, I think it was Magaluf, and it was 40 degrees in the UK. I wanted to cry, so I can't imagine another 20 degrees on top of that. I genuinely would not be alive.
Humidity
I
plays
just
a
wouldn't.
part as it slows or stops your sweat from evaporating away, making you even hotter.
Ugh.
Within 10 minutes of being in this environment, your core temperature could be raised to 40 degrees
Ah!
Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, or above, resulting in severe hypothermia. Your
Huh?
organs will start to shut down, and if
Wait, isn't
untreated,
hypothermia for cold?
dead. However,
I know
the highest
hypothermia was for
recorded
warm
core
as well.
temperature Was that of Willie Jones, who was admitted to hospital during an Atlanta heatwave, with a body temperature of 46.5 degrees Celsius, 115.7 degrees
You could
Fahrenheit.
cook things on
He
that.
spent 24 days in hospital, and incredibly, he survived.
46.5.
The environmental temperature dictates the answer to our next question.
Oh my god.
How long can we go without water?
This varies dramatically
46.5
depending on the scenario
degrees.
we put ourselves in.
That's
If we were
crazy.
doing some pretty strenuous exercise on a very hot and sunny day, then you could
Right, just a heads up. If I went a couple, like, hours without water, I think I'd die. I love it. Like a nice ice cold water. I don't care how hot or cold it is. I just love it. Water, if you don't drink water and you're more like a fizzy drink type of person, you've got to sort your priorities out.
losing
Water is
1.5
unreal.
litres of water each hour.
See?
If you don't
Drink your
rehydrate,
water.
Your blood volume decreases, and in turn, your blood pressure drops.
Uh-oh.
Your blood then becomes thicker and stickier.
Uh-oh.
making it harder to pump around your body.
Not
Your
good.
heart rate then has to increase to compensate. You'll actually stop sweating, making you even hotter.
Uh-oh.
And continue to dehydrate.
And then you
This
die.
scenario would see you
Right?
dead
Ah.
in a few hours.
There you go. Told ya.
Alternatively,
Wouldn't kill
in a cool
Goggins, though. Stay
environment
hard.
With very little exertion, you could last around a week. As
Really?
a general rule of thumb, under more normal circumstances, a person could survive 3 to 4 days without water.
Yes.
You can go.
I couldn't know.
100 hours
Couple
without
hours for me.
an average temperature outdoors.
Really?
If it's cooler, you can go a little longer. If you are exposed to direct sunlight, it's less.
Okay, that makes sense.
Leaving,
That makes sense. That
however,
makes
beat
sense.
his life expectancy by quite a stretch, when he was mistakenly locked in a police cell and forgotten about for 80 days. Although there is some
That is my worst nightmare by far. By far, being forgotten about behind a jail cell, no food or water, 18 days, and he's lived.
controversy around this record, as it's alleged he survived by licking condensation off the cell walls.
Surviving without food, on the other hand, is quite a different matter.
18 days
How
without
long
water.
Can we go without
18 days without
This
water.
scenario,
Oh
it
my
actually helped to
god.
be obese in the first place.
Hey, all my
published in
fat people,
1970.
you've one-upped everyone. Get in, get
The
in.
University Department of Medicine in Dundee recounts the case
Okay.
of Angus Barbieri, who weighed 456 pounds.
Ugh.
Barbieri
That's
was
a lot of
monitored as he
pounds.
fasted all the way down to 180 pounds for an incredible 382 days. Under medical
Is he Gandhi? Is he Gandhi? I swear Gandhi only survived on seeds. This guy... Are you joking? 382 days without food? Just off of the fat stored up? Oh my god!
Under medical supervision, Barbieri had consumed only 0-calorie drinks and vitamins for the duration
Oh
of the fast.
my god.
But being fat only helps you survive for such a long time without eating if you have access to enough vital water-soluble B vitamins, which
Okay.
can metabolize your fat stores. Without
Okay.
these,
Makes
your
sense.
survival rate would be considerably shorter, and it would be perfectly possible for someone to die of starvation and still be fat.
Okay,
Gandhi's
cool.
21-day
Get it.
fast is
Ah,
often cited
Gandhi.
as the standard limit for human survival. He survived only by taking sips of water. Other
Yeah, that's
cases of food
crazy.
starvation, whilst receiving adequate
That's so
nutrition, have
crazy.
recorded individuals surviving between 46 and 73 days.
That's just
These,
stupid,
among
man.
other
I don't care what I am protesting. I will never go on a hunger strike for more than like 2 weeks. There's no, I'm lying. More than 2 hours. I love my food too much, man, but God, that's crazy. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Subscribe. And YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these videos here. Like and subscribe. Bye.